It is time for another episode in the quest for Sub-40, and so let's take a look at another random card. What do we have on this one? The cake. It's not awful for this. The emerald, the jungle items, the enchanted book, the golden rails, the ender pearl. Looks like no diamonds, so that's at least catching a break. TNT minecart. And the iron count on this one looks like 11, 17, 22, 25, plus all the buckets for the cake. All right. And I need lapis as well. All right, this looks like kind of a slightly hard card. But some of the stuff is kind of hard in just kind of like boring, time-consuming ways. Things like the cake and the TNT minecart are harder items, but they're not hard in the same way that certain other items are hard. From the spawn point, do I need a sapling? I do need a cactus, and there's a cactus right here. Yeah, I think I'll head this direction from the spawn point. And I'm going to need just one ink sac, it looks like. Yeah, I was looking back when I got to episode 11. I was wondering if episode 11 might be my lucky number. He says 11 seconds in. And then I'm recording this at the end of October. It's a fresh morning, so I should be wide awake. Maybe even still have a little bit of morning voice going for me or against me, depending upon what you think of it. But yeah, I shouldn't have to worry about being tired like I have in a couple of these that I've recorded. And let's see, I'm not going for an acacia sapling, so why am I being so careful to punch out the top tree bits? I don't know. There's no reason. Let's see, let's get just a little bit of this so that we can get to some stone and get some tools going. So yeah, then I was realizing that 111 Day, the 1st of November, is coming up. And so I'm wondering if, assuming I don't succeed in this episode that I'm recording today, maybe on that day, that will be my lucky day to finally complete this quest. But I've seen a number of people, at least a couple of other people, take up this quest on their own and try and succeed. And so good for them. And I hope that I eventually can be so lucky and talented. And I've come really close on a couple of these, so you gotta imagine that it's coming. It's just a matter of time. Or at least that's what I'm going to choose to imagine. I'm just going to imagine that I'm going to need those as well. So let's do that. And then there were a bunch of squids. Oops, hey. A bunch of squids right over here recently. And also I was talking about, I guess I'll do this. That a moment ago. Are the squids still here? They're still close enough by that I don't mind popping out for a swim to grab an ink sac. This guy looks like he's kind of swimming back in my direction. Hey, buddy. Great. Okay, ink sac. I don't need gray dye. I don't need a book and quill, so I don't need any other ink sacs. So I can throw those away. And I'll go for some free sticks, because why not? Hey, stick, hooray. And there's our cactus green. And I am headed to the south from spawn. Yeah, I'm gonna need more wood. I see a sheep over there, and since I don't see other food animals nearby, I think I should go kill that sheep to make sure I've got food. My wood supplies are now in better shape. Oh, here's 2 sheep. Okay, thank you. And thank you. Alright, and I think we'll continue heading south. I'm going to need bowls for mushroom stew. There's always the chance that I may need... Oh, hello. Anything good here? Actually, a fair amount of iron. That's relatively easy to get, so let's go ahead and go after that. And I can use my wood as furnace fuel kind of off the bat right here. Pretty sure there's still blocks underneath me, and I might want to go down into the bottom of this anyway. Oops, okay, and now I'm definitely down here. All right, There's more iron down here, so let's get this cooking. Like so is fine. And then I'm pretty sure I saw more iron one other place. And do I see any coal anywhere? Just quickly take a look all through here. I guess that iron is the only other iron that is there. And I'm just going to have to fill it back out, and the coal is up there as well. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pick this back up. And I guess let's just use some excess blocks that I want to get out of my inventory anyway. Like so. There we go. And let's put the furnace back down so I can be cooking a little bit more as I dig. Do you dig? I dig. And then I should also go ahead and grab... I should have grabbed the coal first and used it, but that's okay. There will be plenty of wood in the world. I should also dig some excess stone to get another furnace going. And then I'll set out the crafting table and go ahead and make myself an iron pickaxe and perhaps a bucket, if that's in the cards. Yeah, it looks like it will be. Alright, so we'll make that. We'll make another furnace I can have for later. I didn't cook up any food yet, which might have been smart, but that's okay. It's still early in the day. We got plenty of time. We'll use that to have excess blocks in the bar. And, oh, I was going to make bowls for mushroom stew. There we go. Starting to get a little bit better at remembering to always make the mushroom stew bowls. I could still afford to improve my mushroom stew bowl remembrance game. There we go. But we're making progress. Okay, and I could use the blocks. So let's just do this. Alright, and wood is 4 for 1. Break 1 log, get 4 planks. It's a good way to collect blocks early in the game. Okay, so heading back to the south. I see more sugarcane. I'm going to go ahead and grab it. And looks like there's a roof forest over there, and looks like I'm going to need to make a boat. And so I'm going to do this, actually. Well, I make said boat, because it will take me a minute. And then is there anything else? Sugar, egg, sugar. I will need 2 sugar for that, and I don't need the sugar for anything else, I don't believe. So I'm going to go ahead and be transforming those. And I will grab this, and I need, right. I need to get glass bottles. This will be enough food for now. Alright, so let's just place the boat. Let's fill up my water bucket. And grab my food. I think it's the case that if you destroy a furnace, there's 3 slots in the furnace. And I think the output slot goes in your inventory first. And so I think if you have 1 open slot on your hotbar, and you destroy the furnace and pick it up immediately, whatever was in the output, like the cooked food, ends up in your hotbar slot. I think always is what I've been observing. It's weird, the kind of crazy, like, minor optimizations of different things that you try to think about, but I've actually spent a bit of time thinking about even, like, rearranging my hotbar. Oh, I have 2 iron and I can get my vine. So let's go ahead and do that. Rearranging my hotbar so that as I collect items, like, things just kind of, like, fall into the hotbar in the correct slots is the type of thing that I've thought about in the past, and I'm still likely to think about again in the future. Right. Okay, I see red mushrooms over there, so we're going there next. And I think this is short enough that getting the boat at... Nah, the boat's still worth it. Boats do move really fast. Alrighty. Yeah, so, I don't know. That wasn't really a complete thought, but I don't know that I had a complete thought. Just the types of things that you think about. At the end of the day, there's so much miscellaneous crap that ends up in your inventory, and every route, unless it's a practice card that you're practicing from start to finish, every route's a little bit different, and so the different little items that may or may not pop into your inventory are kind of always changing. And so I don't think there's actually a lot of general optimization that you can do there for arbitrary cards. But it is something that I think about. And Yeah, I don't know. I kind of... Alright, this is some interesting floating water. I'm underneath the lake, people. And so if I lose by 1 second... that was the reason right there. I heard a zombie. I guess it could have been a dungeon. This is definitely a dungeon. Let's back away from it really quick, and I have a couple of things I could get cooking while I assault the dungeon. As well as not dying while I assault the dungeon. All be great. Okay, the skeleton stopped because he got stuck behind not wanting to be in sunlight. I'm not sure. What did I just put in here? That. Okay. I have 2 food. That's enough to take out 1 skeleton dungeon. I've already done some damage to one of the 2 skeletons that I know is there. Oh, but there's more. I should have gotten... You know what? What time is it? It's 9:35. It's getting a little bit too late. I was going to drop some sunlight in there. Oh, gosh. Alright. Yeah. Do that. Cut it out. Quit being mean. Alright, I only have a little bit of daylight left. And now I'm running short on food. So we're going to do this. Alright, it is a zombie dungeon here, so there is another dungeon to worry about. Alright, and we're going to grab 1 piece of this, and then let's go ahead and make torches as well. There we go. Okay. Alright. I have a plan. Might not be the best plan. Oh, there are so many skeletons in there. Crap, I'm gonna die. I know how to get back there, but I just wasted a bunch of time. I'm gonna continue on this card, but I really screwed myself over there. I don't think I realized that there were as many skeletons in that area as there were right from the beginning. I am, even at night, relatively certain that I can get back there, and all of those skeletons should despawn as I get back to the area. But I'm going to lose 3 or 4 minutes there, assuming that I do successfully get back there, and now I'm kind of worried about it. Did you see that, there was a arrow hanging in the air where I'd broken the wood that the skeleton was in? Okay, there's no monsters right here. I need to make a boat, in case you're wondering what I'm doing. And honestly, I don't think I'm going to make anything else. It's boat or bust. So, let's head over in that direction and try to avoid the skeletons in the meantime. Oh, gosh. Crap. Alright, and there's an Enderman, and I need the Enderpearl. Too bad. Can't fight him right now. Okay, so there was like a mesa, and I sailed past the mesa, and then I went over this hill, and then it was a little bit farther over the hill, and so I could probably sail a little bit farther. I think I can run in there. The skeleton should despawn. I will get a new random assortment of enemies. However, I do think I placed a torch to where it was going to be lighting up the spawner, so the spawner actually might be the safest area for me to regroup. And I think it's right over here. That's where I need to go. And we're going to leave the boat behind because it'll take too long to punch down, I think. And hopefully I can do this without taking another death. It is not there. Okay, I chopped that down so it's further this way. Yes, it's right over here. There's a slime. I don't need a slime ball. It really is. It does seem like the whole irony of the game kind of really works that way, right? You always get the things you don't need. Okay, I'll pick you up with a pickaxe shortly. Okay, speaking of pickaxes, let's go ahead and get rid of this. Let's grab the other items of utility. And let's go ahead and get things back in the right slots. Okay, that recovery did not go all that poorly. And I did gain some things from it. Undoubtedly, I got the buckets I'm going to need. Name tag, I don't need. Bread is good. String is probably going to be good. Melon seeds could be good. I don't need this. I don't need this. And let's go ahead and craft the mushroom stew. There we go. And then I don't think I need either of these things. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. Let's go pick up our furnaces and then just try to head downstairs. Oops, hey. There is the other zombie dungeon. Do I need a dungeon item on this card? I feel like I don't. Do I know where a downstairs way to go is? Hold on just a second. Okay, I definitely don't need this. And there's actually something else I can craft. And then I don't need that, and I don't need that. The enchanted book. Yes, okay. So I do want to find the zombie dungeon. And the zombie dungeon sounds like it's right over here. And so I think what I'm going to do is this. And I do hear that there's at least one baby zombie, and so I'm probably going to get attacked in ways I don't want. But it sounds like it's right over here. And so let's see if we can get some light in there with our torch. And get to the, whatchamacallit? Where is this dungeon? It's not over here, so it's probably below me. Oh, there it is. Okay, great. There's a little bit of light at least, and I can probably dig my way down to the side. Alright, let's do that actually. And from here, this is dangerous, but I'm pretty sure I can do this, and then this. Okay, great. And what do we got? I just want to see if there's an enchanted book in there, ideally. We're going to get all the monsters from the surface coming down here to find me, aren't we? So this might not be worth the time that it takes to kill all these zombies. What are the chances I can get back up and out of here if there's a bunch of zombies around? Can I block off the entrance? There we go. That's good enough. I don't see my enchanted book, but I do see some other things that could help. And still no enchanted book. Okay. But we did get some useful things, so it wasn't a waste. And then how many zombies are out here? I don't know, but enough that I think I would feel more comfortable going a different way, and so we're going to go a different way. We'll try to find another cave system somewhere where we can go downstairs. This is not actually going anywhere. Yeah, I think I might just pop back out on the surface and continue to look around. Let's see. What else could I get from this surface? If I kill a spider, I can get a spider eye. The Enderman would definitely be good to kill, if it's a possibility. Let's keep in mind that I only have 5 cooked mutton for the moment, so my food situation is not super terrific. There is the mesa, and I am going to need a fair bit of gold. Let's not worry about that. I should get by a chicken is what I should do, because I'm going to need an egg for the cake. And so going downstairs near a chicken actually would be pretty terrific. Hey, Spider, you want to give me your eye? He did. That was nice of him. And he showed me the way to a cave. But the cave that he showed me sucked. Thanks a lot, Spider. I will need more food. And you guys are good in the food department. I was pretty sure there was a creeper sneaking up on me there, so I wanted to keep on hoofing it. I think I am still headed to the north, although I have drifted to the west a fair bit from where we started. Obviously, if we find a jungle, that would be terrific. If we see a pumpkin, that's always good. Still looking for the Enderman since it's nighttime. And from here, I guess I could hop in a boat again and continue heading to the north and west. Yeah, I feel like I'm not kind of keeping it all together right now, but yeah, we're still at a good time to find an Enderman, and I'm going to need a jungle at some point regardless, and so doing some more traveling won't hurt. But I definitely need to get downstairs and get some more of the downstairs items when we do see a good cave. And I guess a jungle could help, or a village could help us with the whatchamahoozits as well. And speaking of that, having as much sugarcane as possible could be useful. Hi, Spider. I don't need you anymore. Where's my boat? There it is. That was Minecraft being Minecraft in terms of the boat behavior. All right, I want to continue going to the northwest. Those creepers aren't going to run down the mountain to explode on me, so I can afford to just sail through here. And I'm not seeing Enderman, and at this point the sun is going to be rising. I think I need to take a look at the card again for a moment, and I think I have other things I need to cook. So once we're sure the sun is up far enough that we're not going to have more monsters spawning on the surface, I'm going to set down some furnaces and crafting tables and try to assess just where we are. But in the meantime, I'm just trying to be out in the middle of the ocean so I can see biomes on both sides, to be on the lookout for a jungle. And it doesn't look like the jungle is happening. Okay, so we're going to make camp right over here. Oh, there is a jungle over there. Terrific. I'm still going to make camp right over here and assess where I'm at and clean up my inventory a little bit before we head over in that direction. All right. So, what do we got? I have these that can be cooked. I have these that can be cooked. I have all the buckets I'm eventually going to need. I don't need you. I don't need you. TNT minecart could already be crafted, so let's go ahead and get that one out of the way because that's kind of a pain in the neck. I would need sand to do it. So once I get the sand, I'll be able to do that. All right. Fireworks rockets can be crafted. So let's do that. Pew, pew, pew. The glass is coming up, and is there something else in here that needs to be cooked? If there is, I'm not seeing it. Let's go ahead and convert those. And I'll do that. And now we have some better food cooking up, so that's great. Oh, you know what? I'm going to need another pickaxe, or another axe, whatever it's called. This weapon of mine. This little weapon of mine. All right, and that's all cooked up. Great. Okay, food situation is good. We're going to go try to get the jungle items. I never made the sign, which is foolish that I just realized. Oh, and here's the chickens. And I've actually been standing here for a while, so we're going to come back here after we visit the jungle and see if we can get our egg. So I'm going to visit the jungle, and then I'm going to update the card. And hopefully in the jungle, if we don't find the melons, it's no great tragedy because I've got 4 melon seeds in my inventory. We'll definitely get the cocoa beans, and I'm pretty sure I've already picked up the wheat, so I can make the cookie. And yeah, and then we're going to return to the chickens. So don't forget to return to the chickens because we're going to need that egg for the cake. And then if I were a melon, not seeing it yet. Let's look through here quickly. Could save us a lot of time. I guess I could have planted the seeds before I came over here, like planted the seeds near the chickens. That actually wouldn't have been a bad idea, now that I'm thinking about it. But let's just hope, oops, that we find some right over here. Any melons? Melons? Bueller? There are more possibilities over there, so let's go to the end of the island over here to get a better look. I think the chickens are still in range. Yeah, there's a lot more possibilities to find them, perhaps. Don't know where that baby zombie was coming from. I don't immediately see them there. And then, let's see. Cow would get me the milk buckets for the cake. So that's something I need to think about. Don't think I missed a melon right over here. So I could grow the melons and go underground as well. That's also not a bad idea. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Because I do need to go underground. And even if the chickens haven't laid their eggs yet, I don't see any caves along this route. Alright, but here's the sand that I need for the TNT. And yeah, I could just plant the melons right here. Right. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. melon planty would go best like that, I think. Boop, 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 boop. And just in case it's necessary, I will do that. And then bones, I have lots of them. Zing. Doodaloo, 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 doodaloo. Okay. And the TNT minecart. Boop, 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 boop. Bop, 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 bop. We'll go like that. And a cookie. We'll go like that. And are there other things I could make? The sign reminds me that my wood situation is actually not as great as it could be. So we'll chop down another tree. Okay, I don't need that. I don't need that. I'm not going to eat the cookies. Great. Let's update the card. Pumpkin seeds we're still looking for. Redstone repeater is something that I could cook. And I do have 2 furnaces, and I don't need them both right now. Oops, 3. So let's have that ready to go. And then let's grab some wood before I head downstairs. Any sort of wood will do. And, oh, no, not any sort of wood will do. I need a apple. I didn't even realize that an apple was on the card. I don't know how I completely missed that in the first 25 minutes. I think I even just passed a swamp possibly recently. But let's just do this really quick. And has it been enough time that the chickens might have laid their egg already? I hear a chicken right nearby. So I guess I could check it. Oh, there is a swamp right over here. Oh, and this is a giant tree. What am I doing? So let's chop the swamp tree. Okay, I might get the melon before I even need to head downstairs, and so I kind of set up camp in an awkward way, but I'm planning to go downstairs with camp, and in fact, it's just kind of upstairs things I'm doing while I camp. But we'll take care of a few things that need taken care of. There's no fish on this card, right? So I don't need to fish. The ender pearl and the emerald, basically, unsurprisingly, are my long shot items at this point. Alright, let's go check on the chickens wherever they are. I don't remember where they are. Melon still hasn't grown. Chickens, I thought I saw them back over here, yeah. Any of you guys laid an egg yet? I guess I will hold these for a moment so I can bring them back to camp. Yes, you already laid an egg. Okay, great. So if I find a cow, then I have all the ingredients for my whatchamacallit. Oh, man. My inventory's a little full here. I would love to get the cake out of the inventory, but I don't have the cow yet, and I don't have the apple yet, so I can't, or the melon, so I can't just leave this area. And I don't know that I can profitably go downstairs in the short amount of time before I want to leave this area. So let's do some inventory cleanup to the extent that that is possible. Okay. I don't need that. I can item repair, these things. I don't need the string for anything. I no longer need the bone meal to grow anything because the melon is definitely going to... Let's wait until the melon is actually here before I say that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need those. My iron pick is going to last me. I'm not going to plant any more things, or I could make that very easily on my own. Sugar, egg, sugar, wheat, wheat, wheat. We have the buckets that we would need if we found the cow to go ahead and make the cake. Right, let's just turn that into blocks and have blocks on the bar, and then I don't need these other types of wood cluttering my inventory. Yeah, okay, inventory feels a whole lot better. Let's look for an apple. I have chopped down many trees. One of them should give me an apple. I chopped down that waste of a tree. Because that would be the kind thing to do, apple trees. Give Brian his apple. And these still have not grown, which is sad. Okay, this is ready to go. Are there any chance that there's a cow over here that I just have missed? There's pigs. Because I would love to get my 3 milk buckets and get the cake out of my inventory. Any sign of a cow? Don't think so. Alright. I still need the apple, so let me go check on my apple trees again. And yeah, I feel like I'm wasting time again, but I'm not sure. Some of it might be like a sunk cost fallacy thing that's going on, but I don't feel like I have a good profitable way to leave right now. Yeah, the apple, not seeing the apple on the card earlier was a huge mistake. So I'm going to continue chopping trees. And maybe chop a few leaves as well. Till we get this apple. I guess it's possible to find an apple in a village chest, isn't it? That's such an exceedingly rare likelihood outcome that I don't think I should even put that one in mind, really, though. Okay, and an Enderman could be found downstairs. The emerald could be found downstairs if we find some good extreme hills. That's another giant tree that's not going to be profitable for me. I can't believe I screwed up the apple. Alright, and then there's a few other downstairs items. Pumpkin seeds will hopefully just come one way or another. Oh, baby, baby, baby. Okay, that's my garbage pile. I don't want to go in there. All these decaying trees and no apples. What's going on? Alright, let's go check on the watermelons again. Still no watermelon. And we're in danger of losing daylight. So let's make sure that they are sufficiently well planted there. Poop. I'm unhappy about so many things right now. I could see an Enderman from somewhere around here. So that is something I can hope for. And I think it was all kind of ocean over this hill. But let me just see if there's cows visible anywhere. Because I really need to get them out of the inventory, I think, before I head downstairs. And I'm not even sure how far away mobs render. So I don't know that that is working for me. Hi, chickens. Go talk to the melon plants for me, please. And you know what? I have dirt. That's a place that melon could grow. Alright. Okay, so many decaying leaves down here. Now we have to have an apple. I have declared it to be so. There's another good tree over here. Why did I not chop this one down? Alright, so many mistakes in this one. Obviously, took a foolish death in the skeleton dungeon. A skeleton dungeon that, if I thought about it from the very outset, I could have lit simply by digging down from the top to get sunlight falling into it right from the beginning. Okay, mobs are spawning now. And I do not like them. Quit being mean, Skelly. I don't think it's going to be profitable to fight them. Yeah, there's only one profitable mob to fight, and it's called an Enderman. So let's go find one of them. If I have to be fighting, might as well be fighting in a useful way. So let's get the high ground so we can see where an Enderman is going to spawn. Let's make sure we have some decent food on our bar. You are not an Enderman, so please just go away. You can give me some blocks, that's fine. Forest is burning down over there. That's how I feel about this whole run, is burning down before my eyes. Alright, I think... Yeah. I think this one was probably irrecoverable. It wasn't irrecoverable back in the day of the first death, but it was already a huge setback. And then, there's the apple. Okay. And at this point, I think the smart thing to do is actually to move on. The melon could still be found out in the world over in this direction. And so I think I should go out in the world over in this direction to see if I can find the melon while I am looking for an Enderman on the surface. And then, assuming that I can grab both of those things, we might even see a cow. Then I can dive down underground and hope for the best. So I don't see a melon here. So let's go around the other side of the jungle coast over here looking for the melon. Enderman will be hard to spot in a jungle, obviously. But we'll keep our eyes out for an Enderman somewhere. And the cows we could see or hear from a distance. I'm leaning my head back in the chair to make sure I'm looking at everything, looking for the melon here. Still not seeing it. I'm going to leave the boat there for now. Not seeing an Enderman. Not seeing a melon. Yeah, not seeing an Enderman, not seeing a melon. Poop. Poop, poop, poop. And not seeing a cow either. And not seeing a pumpkin, which could also help at this point. I only have 13 items. And we're 35 minutes in. This is the quest for Sub-40. And I think I should probably call it because there's no way to turn it around from this point, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's still a bunch of downstairs things I need to get as well. All right. I made a number of mistakes on this one. I think we've already kind of reviewed the mistakes that I made. And so I don't know that there's a whole lot else to say about this one. So mistakes were made. I might have gotten a little unlucky. I definitely got unlucky with the apple that took forever. Although it was also not luck. It was lack of skill that caused me to not see the apple earlier on the card. Okay, let's just go ahead and end this one here. Return to the lobby. I did very poorly. There's the final card. It was an ugly mess. Let's never speak of this episode again. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and perhaps I'll have better luck next time. Bye-bye.